Hello, everybody. My name is Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast, and we're coming to you live from round 5 of the Last Chance Qualifier. Super excited to be here. Today, I'm with my good friend, James Ritter.
Hey, guys. Last round of the day. For a lot of these players, it's going to determine if they make it or break to get into the Worlds event tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
That's right. This round we got Ted Savage versus Tommy Adams, the Separatist Alliance versus the First Order. This is going to be a good matchup. This is what, a 5-on-5 matchup is what we got here?
Yeah, looks to be just about, 5-on-5 here. First Order against Separatists, so going to be a fun one.
Now, before we go too far, do have some thank yous to say. Shout out to our sponsor for the day, Curled Paw Creatives. Get your X-Wing compatible acrylic tokens and compatible for many other games at curledpawcreatives.com or look them up on Etsy. Thank you so much for their support over the years. Shout out to Adepticon and AMG for making it possible for us to be here, bringing you live Worlds Championship coverage. Thank you to their help, and of course to our patrons, because without you, all of this equipment, all of this stuff doesn't exist.
None of this.
So thank you so much for your support. Let's jump into the game, and we got Ted Savage versus Tommy Adams. James, pick a list. Everybody else, choose your champion.
I'm going to take the fun, cool list, if you don't mind.
Do it.
We have Ted Savage with a fun Separatist list here, with starting out with Sun Fak. Sun Fak, whatever you say.
We'll go with Fak.
Let's go with Sun Fak. Has a don't see much of these ships anymore, but these Nantak class starfighters are still a dangerous monster out there on the field. Sun Fak gets an extra attack die if one of their who he's attacking is tractored. So he has Predator, Gravitic Deflection to give him some additional defense die if he manages to get a tractor target in the attack arc, including himself. Has Ensnare. This is the big one, and we'll be talking about it a lot. But basically, at the start of the at the end of the activation phase, Sun Fat can pass a tractor token that he would get from Pinpoint Tractor Array to another ship at range 1 in his mobile arc. So keep an eye on that mobile arc, because it will be very important. And grabbed a targeting computer just to have some extra lock rerolls out there. Another ship we don't see too often is the Tri-Fighter. That droid Tri-Fighter is very expensive for just 3 health, but if you can make use of it, like Volan Das can, it can really be a danger out there on the field. Volan has the ability to, after he performs a red maneuver, he can, instead of taking a stress, he can give a strain to an enemy at range 1. So just make sure you have to fully execute that maneuver to pass that, or to get rid of the stress and then give a strain. So could be a great piece out there. Has a great suite of red maneuvers. Has elusive Dead Man Switch. Wow. Dead Man Switch on a 3 health ship, plus that shield upgrade.
That's a lack of faith in survival. You're like, I'm probably going to blow up. Let's get an extra point of damage while we're at it.
Do you want to destroy me? Like, you could destroy me, but you're going to take a damage.
I promise this is your choice.
And of course that shield upgrade to get him to increase his health by 33%.
Yeah.
We have a Dirge in this list. This is a Separatist Dirge. So this is the comeback from death, maybe a Dirge. So once he's destroyed, he can spend his one and only charge to flip up all his damage cards, get rid of all the pilot and direct hits, and flip everything face down. If he's below 5 damage, he gets to be resurrected and gets another chance at it. Has heavy laser cannon and ion cannon, and of course the Xanadu Blood title to give him that red cloak action. So I don't think we'll see it. I don't see that cloak out there right now, but we could. To finish out the list, we have 2 bombardment drones with proximity mines. Those bombardment drones can drop that proximity mine, that little pizza. They can deliver it front door, back door, wherever you need it.
Where do you need it?
Where you need
let us know.
You let us know. So these bombardment drones have proximity mines, of course, independent calculations, and landing struts. We don't currently see anyone on any obstacles right now, but that yellow hyena looks primed and ready to jump on one of these obstacles. Yeah, so those watch out for those bombardment drones because they will get you.
All right, so on the side of the first order, we have a version of a tried and true here. We're going to start off with the Supreme Leader himself, Kylo Ren, but this is not the Kylo Ren you maybe were expecting. This is the Silencer Kylo Ren, the Tormented Apprentice, extreme maneuvers, prime thrusters, and ion torpedoes. Silencer known for being a thick ship, 3 agility, double reposition. People pay the extra points for the extra movement. As we continue down the list here, we got Commander Malrus, a first order staple. It has cluster missiles out there, the ability, trigger it to have all focuses for 2 rounds turn into positive results that you want. So looking forward to seeing how that turns out. Then we have DT798, which is part of the red tokens for Red Dice Club. Takes a strain in order to gain an extra attack die when performing an attack. Also has a shield upgrade. May get a little thicker. Speaking of getting thick, we got Scorch, also with a shield upgrade. Similar availability to DT. Has to take a stress instead of a strain. And last but not least, the damage mitigator extraordinaire herself, the Deflector, Captain Phasma, with Proud Tradition, Pattern Analyzer, Special Forces Gunner, and Electronic Baffle. Watch out for her neutralizing results and having her friendly ships suffer those. Being able to spread that damage around means you're less likely to lose ships. It's a great tech in chance engagement, but also works well just in the normal game. If you can just keep a ship alive with 1 health by the end of the game, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah. But you got to be careful because it's a must. So if there's only 1 friendly ship next to Phasma
and it's on 1
health, you got to do it,
yeah.
And it will blow up. So it's a boon and a bane. It can be dangerous. But yeah, we see here this we're playing Scramble the Transmissions, as you can see in the bottom left of the screen here. Scramble the Transmissions is one of our more unique scenarios, has 3 objectives instead of the normal 5. And this is the claim objective, where you will spend your perform action step to assert your control over these objectives. And when you at the end of the round, for each objective you control, you will get a point. So as you can see, it will most likely see the Red TIE Fighter Scorch. He doesn't take it, he just takes a focus. Well, it doesn't look like any of them have been claimed just yet. Not even that top right one underneath Malrus and DT798, or as I like to call, Jace Rucklin. That's his name. Don't laugh at it.
It's true. It's true. It's a little whiny baby is what he is.
Oh, jeez.
A little whiny baby. Whenever people put on the table, I just tisk. I'm glad they didn't use his name, because they would look him up and realize he's just a whiny little boy who's just upset because he doesn't always get his way.
Listen here.
What?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right, we see that. Okay, so we see DT798 or Jace reach out and take that scenario action to claim the center objective. But that gives the opportunity for these higher initiatives on the other side of the table in Volan, Das, and Dirge the opportunity to claim it back. So we got to be careful because this scenario does generally favor higher initiatives because you can just claim it right after one of these lower pathetic initiatives takes it for themselves.
That's right.
These lowly plebs.
All right, Obi-Wan's 587 asks, can you tractor onto mines?
Mines are not obstacles.
Yes,
yes.
Sure can.
So
you sure can. Oh, you see this pizza? Kaboom.
Yeah. You thought pizza delivered to you? No, I deliver you to pizza.
That's that is correct.
Oh, that's so gross. That's so gross.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
We'll see if it actually ends up getting
I
triggered.
dodged it. Whew.
No.
No.
You can.
You absolutely can. But you cannot put them on to obstacles. You can put them on to those proximity mines because they're devices, not obstacles. Very good question, though. Thank you. This guy's thinking ahead.
Yeah. So one thing I want to address, because I see a couple people bringing it up, I think we need to destigmatize taking a draw. If your goal is to make it out of today and play more games in the main tournament tomorrow, and you're on, if you've already won 4 games today, playing the 5th game does not benefit you in any way.
Yeah.
Because your record doesn't move on.
Yeah.
You're just guaranteed to play tomorrow. In the 3s, depending on how your SOS is, there might be an argument to do it as well. But we know they said that the 3 wins is where things are going to get competitive. Both these players are 3 wins, 1 loss. Whoever's the winner is going to be guaranteed in, and the loser will end up being somewhere in that list of 3-win players that are below the people who went 3 wins and a draw, and being able to go from there. So we'll see how it ends up being. But yeah, taking the draw is part of the strategy for the tournament. So you're playing. You're not only playing a game. You're playing. It's a game within a game, right?
Oh yeah, you thinking long con or
yeah?
Yeah, we have seen a lot of players still play out their game, and both players have fun. I mean, they're here to play games. They're here to get practice. They know that they've gotten the goal, the objective here of today. Remember, keep your eye on the prize. Yeah. All right, so it looks like we may see a pinpoint tractor here. Okay, takes the tractor token to do the rotate action. So he's going to move Sunfac a little bit. He's going to do a rotate action as well, of course. You have to do the rotate action. He's going to rotate to the front. Don't know about that. I would have liked it to see it to the side, but we'll see how that goes. You can tell a really good, and then claims the objective, of course.
Yes.
Important. You can tell a really good Nantex player by where they put their arc.
Yes.
The turn before engagement.
Yes.
Wow.
Absolutely. And when they just set it up perfectly, and they're like, "Oh, you didn't expect this, I see." Uh-oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, looks like we have. That's the last ship to move, so we are moving into engagement.
And I got some more things to say about draws after that. We'll return to this conversation.
So many things to say. All right. I think we have initiative 5s to shoot first. But it's going to be Tommy's initiative 5s because he has first player this turn. Looks like they're going to go after the bomber, not Dirge.
Going after the bomber. I mean, if you can get those proximity mines off the board, it's huge. 1 hit, got to focus, spends a calculate, no damage.
Those independent calculations, so good to give those droids just a little bit of extra staying power.
I honestly, I agree with the call. Get the bombers off of the board as soon as possible.
Turns out Kylo hates automatic damage. Taking half points, not a half point in this scenario, but taking half of your health and 1 proximity mine would be terrible.
And this is a 4-die shot here.
Ion. That guarantees the Ion, and yeah, that's pretty nasty.
So that's going to force the bombardment drone to leave the rock.
Yeah, because I think it is touching that obstacle. So
it is.
That those struts are open. So keep in mind, Ion is these droids hate to see Ion because number one, they have to leave their home.
I don't want to go outside. Leave me alone.
You can't make me. Okay, I can make you. Here's an Ion token. But they also get a don't get to do their calculate because you can only do focus actions when you get ionized.
All right.
Ooh.
That's another set of 4 there.
I think that's going to be a damage and some Ion tokens.
Coming in from, that was
the Dirge. Big shot from Dirge here.
Just hand it to me.
Okay,
I'll work on it.
Thank you. And that was on to DT. So DT takes a hit and it looks to be Ions, I think. All right. This is the Phasma into the Orange Bomber. Misses. And we have Scorch. Takes a stress to roll a 3rd attack die. So 3 attack dice coming in here. And that's going to be 3 hits. Hit,
pop,
crit.
pop.
Only 1 crit goes through. Remember, these hyenas do not have any shields, so those crits are going right under. It's a direct hit.
Oh, no.
Direct hit on that orange bombardment drone.
And brings it down to 3. That's what Tommy's looking to do, trying to clear them out before, not after, but before you take them off the board.
Yeah. Yeah, before they get an opportunity to
pop off those mines.
All right, looks like we have DT to take a shot. Could take a strain. It looks like we'll take a strain to throw 3 attack dice. Remember, this is not modded because DT took the scenario action and pushes through a crit onto yellow. A damaged sensor array. Wow. Very sad day for this yellow bombardment drone. Is down to 3 health and ionized and damage sensor arrayed. Or is that disabled? Is that disabled maybe?
Hit crit coming in from the Separatists. Evade focus. Do we have any focus modifiers out there? No, that's going to be a shield to the First Order.
Yeah, that's DT's other shield.
So
we'll probably
go into Scorch here.
Yeah, range 2 into Scorch. Okay, hit crit. He's a bombardment drone.
There we go.
Going down without a fight.
And nothing to defend there, so that's going to be another shield off of an FO going to Scorch.
All right, I think that is going to be the last shot of the round. For scenario points here, we have 1 for the Separatist and 2 for the First Order. It looks like we are using the face-up charges, the gold for Ted, and the red for Tommy.
Score of 1-2. I'm going to go, I think I need to reset something over here.
All right. All right, so Volan didn't really commit anything to this fight. I think they're their actions are boost into focus. So maybe after that boost, you should have looked and said, maybe I don't need that extra focus because no one's shooting me. And could have kept the dial a little bit more open because to do some of those red maneuvers like I was talking about, those one talons, and maybe could have been inside range 1 of one of these TIE fighters to pass off a stress, change his stress for an enemy strain. But still has great options for blue maneuvers at the 2 hard blue, 3 hard blue. Actually, I don't think he has the 3 hard blue because he's a Volan and he's modified for organics. So those 3 turns are instead white and the 3 banks are blue. And the 2 banks are blue. Man. Turns out you take out the droid or droid parts of that Tri-Fighter, you put in Volan. I don't know how he squeezes in there, but don't ask me. You put in Volan, and turns out it's a pretty solid ship.
So what I was saying earlier, maybe Ulfric, you missed it. So the idea that intentional draws like cheapen affect the integrity of the tournament is, in my opinion, wrong. I would say that I had that opinion for a while. If your attitude going into a tournament is I just want to play as many games as possible, then you're not interested in an intentional draw, which is fine if that's what you're going for. But strategically, this is what would happen. Players previously, when draws existed but intentional drawing wasn't allowed, players would just report a draw because it made sense. So by allowing intentional draws, you're removing cheating from the game.
Yeah, like
that's what you're doing.
Yeah, because if it's a option but it's controlled.
Yeah, it's controlled. You got to do it in front of a judge.
We're still talking about. Okay, yep. So if it's all controlled and there's a process for it. You can control the means by how they do that and making sure that it's fair to both players.
Yeah.
Because if I was to say to you, and I had, an advantage in getting a draw, but you didn't know that because you weren't aware of what's going on, I could say to you, we can draw and we'll both get cut. And you'd be like, okay, sure, yeah. And
the other part that I understand, some players are like, well, if players intentionally draw, you bump out players that are playing their round. My response to that, while it may sound aggressive, is you should have won earlier and not been in a place where a draw makes it so that you can't make the cut. That is literally only your fault. And I say that with most love because I've been in that situation. I've been bumped out because of a draw. And did it have some feels bad? Yeah. But I've learned. I've grown as a person. If I want to guarantee my way, I need to do that myself and not worry about anybody else.
Yeah.
That's what, and that's very common. It's common in the highest competitive games. Like, draws are a thing. It's a thing in Magic the Gathering, which is probably one of the most competitive games that exists, right? That it's something that exists for that reason. But anyway, that's where we're at. It exists, and let's not disparage players for making the choice when it is the correct choice. Yeah.
You know what?
Part of playing the tournament is also playing the tournament, not just the game. It's all part of it.
Something else, though, is if I'm going to trust anyone to say, I've done the research, this is the best option, it's going to be Chris Allen.
Yep.
That man will stay up all night, all day, just to do some, in my opinion, sometimes pointless research and be like, well, now I know this is the correct decision for this thing. Now, when I run a tournament, maybe like Adepticon or, you know, Worlds, he's the main TO of Worlds, he has all of that knowledge. He has gone through all of that, all the possible scenarios. And if he says this is the best option, this is the best option. In Chris, I trust.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's going to be fine. Icto facto, it's going to be fine. And if we find a better way, then we'll do it. And if you have a better way, show your work, do the research, submit it, and I would love to see it.
Show me the math.
Show me the math. Show me why it works. Give me your reasoning besides it feels bad as well. That's the other thing. But anyway, I love you guys. You know that I love you all.
It also feels bad when you lose.
It does. It does.
Should we just outlaw losing?
Oh, yeah, you can't. Not allowed to lose.
Not allowed to lose.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we have some movement here. These FOs have those 2 hard blues, man. Those TIE fighters with those 2 hard blues are incredible. I cannot believe they have those 2 hard blues to really keep them maneuverable and keep Scorch and DT really maneuverable. They can take those red tokens without penalty of, I have to do a 2 bank next turn. They can do that too hard and still keep in the fight and have that time on target. All right, did we see Orange move up and take that center objective? We did.
Mm-hmm. Dion missed an opportunity for this is the way. I did. This is the way. I've spoken.
I have spoken. All right, looks like DT is going to take a focus bump after overlapping Dirge there. And Phasma going to do a 1 straight. Man, I love the SF's ability to stay slow with those 1 straights. Because they're not blue, right? But it's still... Is it blue? It is blue. Even better. But the ability to stay slow and not get really... you want to keep that big gun on target.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, here comes Kylo.
Is it going to fit? That looked like it was close.
It was close.
Are they saying it fit?
I think they're saying
it fit.
So
I mean, it's on Ted's side. He was.
Yeah. So probably see a barrel roll towards the left side of the board with. Yeah, I was like, no, barrel roll.
Yeah.
Focus barrel roll. Got to do it in the right order.
That's right.
And
Ted doesn't have any type of. I'm just double checking. No, okay. Just make sure he doesn't have any coordinate, right?
No, I don't think so. I mean, pseudo coordinate with Sunfac.
Yeah.
Sorta. All right, we see Malorus move up, has those cluster missiles. Maybe a great time to use it. Dirge has not moved yet, so we'll have to see where Dirge goes, but it could just throw down the lock onto yellow. There we go. See that lock. Oh, onto Dirge.
Okay. Planning on splitting fire here? That's a bold move. Maybe he's just like, nah, Kylo's got this.
Yeah, so Dirge just doesn't go anywhere. Probably going to take the bump focus just to have a focus modifier here. There you go. All right, and Volan here, probably going to see that too hard. 3 bank? Ooh, I think that's on the rock.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure why we didn't see the too hard. Maybe he was a little bit scared of those TIE fighters turning in. But, yeah, we're going to have to roll for damage here. Takes a damage. Ugh. You hate to see it.
All right. James, chat goes in timeout. Just for a little bit.
I read that, and I read that as emo only.
Nah.
Honestly, sounds way cooler. All right, we see.
Sorry, you're forced to listen to Taking Back Sunday and Death Cab for Cutie while you're in timeout.
All right, so we're gonna see Sun Factor with 3 hard, boost with the tractor, and then rotate left to line up the tractor onto what is that, Scorch, and take a focus.
Did Malorus not use her ability?
We haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, I saw him like. He must have flipped the charge early.
So now it is time to do the Malorus ability. It would technically be Tommy first, but let me see.
The tokens are on Malorus.
Oh, they are. There it is.
And there you go. He just flipped it.
Okay.
All right. Stop checking.
Thank you for.
Yep.
I'm like looking at the sideboard here. All right. All right, so first shot here does not move Scorch, so keeps him there. 4 dice,
2 blanks.
2 blanks, not optimal. Probably keeps that focus, yeah.
And that crit's gonna get pushed through. That's gonna be a shield, but I mean, it's you're picking away little by little.
Man, these TIE fighters are so hard to push through with that the extra shield. All right, looks like it's going to. No, it should be Malorus to do a cluster missile here.
Here we go.
Converts both those with the Malorus ability.
That's going to be 2 damage.
2 damage onto Dirge, so both shields.
Yes. And now we're going to do the bonus attack against the bombardment droid.
Yeah, and converts both. Wow.
Wow, that's 3 hits. 2 of those are going to go in. That bombardment drone is down 2. Only 1. That means you're. Do you have any other follow-up shots to get that?
Kylo.
Got it. Yeah, both initiative 5.
Yeah, Kylo definitely has a follow-up shot there. Has the lock from.
Thank goodness you only got a single hit.
Yeah, has the lock from when he fired the ion torpedo. Didn't need to spin the lock last time.
Here we go. Rolls it. That's better. That's guaranteed with a hit crit.
That'll do it. That'll do, Kylo. That'll do.
So Tommy Adams able to take 1 bombardment drone off of the board. There was a double damage in there, direct hit. We'll see yellow come off the board here at the end of initiative 5. That's massive because I think that that bombardment drone leaves with both proximity mines not dropped, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, the only proximity mine we have dropped, you can still see on the table, and not in a useful spot. Only 1 crit here from Dirge. Malorus rolls out of it there. All right, going into initiative 4s.
And now there's a chance where the other bombardment drone can get taken off, right?
Oh, absolutely. Very good chance.
Oh, not like that. No dice there. Blank focus.
All right, here we see Phasma.
Checking up a range 1. She's got that Special Forces gunner. That's 4 dice, 2 hits, 2 focuses. Gonna push through a single damage card. That's a 2 health down to 2 health left on the bombardment drone.
I think Phasma took the claim action to claim it back. That center objective.
All right, here we go. Tommy with his next shot. It is a 4 dice attack. using those FO abilities to pump up the attacks. 3 hits, and it looks like all 3 of those, sorry, 2 of those are going to be going through. And who was that on? That was on to Sunfac, down to 2?
Yeah. The,
wow.
FO here just.
That was Scorch. That was Scorch at range 1.
Yeah. Yeah, the FO just taking apart the Separatists here.
Separatist shot here, single crit. That crit is going to land. Is it under the shields?
No, it'll have to be split. So it takes it on Scorch. Most likely. Actually, it's going to have to be taken somewhere. It's going to be a crit. Yep.
This Captain Phasma's ability here triggering.
Yeah. So fuel leak. Wow. Onto Scorch. Yeah. So Phasma has to share those damages if possible. So we can go ahead and read that again. So while you defend after the neutralize result step, another friendly ship at range 0 to 1 must suffer 1 hit or crit damage to cancel 1 matching result. So Scorch took a crit to cancel the remaining crit coming in at Phasma.
Michael Upton says should have taken backdraft. Well, I mean, he's got 3 wins in the LCQ. He just needs 1 more to guarantee, and he honestly has a chance to get in at the regular 3 wins as well, depending on the number of people that end up getting in. They said it's around 50, and the reason it's not a fixed number is they're going to say, all right, between this person and this person, you're guaranteed. From here to here, you have a chance. If you show up tomorrow, we're basically going to start at the top of the list and see who's here, and we're just going to fill every single seat. Not a single seat left open.
Yeah, because we want to make sure that everyone is going to get a. We want a full
championship.
We're going to fill out our seats available at the World Championship. So I'm not sure exactly what that number is.
That's right. That's right. It's approximately 50, but they also said that they're going to be posting a set of the rankings, and they just let the players know we're just going to go from top of rankings and then just work our way down and start filling it up after we take our guarantees.
These players are guaranteed to be in tomorrow. These show up if you want to play, because it's likely that there will be at least a couple of
spots.
A couple people sick, a couple people drop. They couldn't make it. They had plane issues, so it's definitely possible.
Somebody stole their ships.
Ugh.
TSA decided that they wanted to learn how to play X-Wing.
we should go take Marcel's ships.
No, because then he's going to ask me for ships. Then I have to drive all the way home to get him stuff.
That's true. That only hurts me. All right, man. Sunfac has just can really just go after anybody right here. Has free reign. Could go after any of these ties. Probably going to go at DT798. Is at 3-hull and can maybe even line up that bullseye with a 3 bank maybe. Okay, Phasma just takes 1 damage plus
1 more. Takes 2.
Takes 2. That was that proximity mine from that orange bombardment drone. You left it alive. You got to pay for it now.
Yep. All right, so here we go. We got that dial flip, seeing where our next ship is going.
Looks to be a 2 bank from the bombardment drone.
Blue Squadron Novice said, had security at a con shake my buddy's box so hard all his ships broke. That is ridiculous.
That is sad, to say the least.
Now I'm just going to start writing fragile on all my stuff.
Yeah.
Please don't.
Ooh, you do have to respect the Sunfac. You can...
Because you're always playing on a knife's edge, right?
Oh, yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah. It's like Student Tier.
Yep.
Super expensive ship. Can do a lot of good work. Oh, this is super close to the rock.
Can also just disappear.
Oh, it's on the rock.
Did he get it?
It's on the rock. Oh,
did Scorch earn it? So No?
Oh, boy.
Oh, he lives. The boy who lives. So Scorch takes 1. If that was a hit there, it would have been cleared off the table. I didn't realize Tommy was in the game of just giving points away.
Yeah. He is now. Almost, at least. All right, we see Phasma
Flip to dip
to Sloop. So this is the cool thing with these pattern proud FOs. They can take a pattern analyzer action now before they take a stress. So it takes a most likely going to be a lock, and then can take a focus for proud tradition. So very cool here, able to get 2 actions on normally a maneuver that it gives you no actions.
Yeah.
So I turned a positive
into a super negative,
or to a negative
into a super positive.
Yeah. So really good. It takes a lock onto the orange bombardment drone. Well, it's already.
Isn't there what's a proud tradition effect where you can cause that to flip over?
If you are stressed, you can spin. If the attacker is stressed, so if Phasma is stressed right now, the defender can spend a focus or suffer a crit to turn it to false tradition.
Got it.
So, but if you're going to die anyway, you might as well.
Might as well do it.
Yeah.
It's something that we don't see too often. I feel like people forget that part of the card.
I don't. I'm always going
Not
for
me,
it.
says
Yeah.
James.
I'm trying to turn these FOs into fools over here. Trying to turn them into fool order. You know what I mean?
That's right. Somebody said, "Yeah, Teddy, that's my husband. Hello, spouse of Ted Savage."
That's my boy. Hydrated and proteined. That is real. I think I've gone through 3 water bottles already. All right, does a 2 hard with Volan.
And claiming.
Okay. Brave. Leaving Kylo to turn in here. Maybe we see a barrel roll from Dirge to block that hard turn in from Kylo. Would be nice. Malorus has not moved yet. Ted is first player this turn, so Malorus will get to move after Dirge, so maybe he wants to stay still here and just take a focus.
A quick note here for the Fly and the Mighty. So Volandas had hit the obstacle last turn, flew through and landed not on the obstacle, so you do not suffer. There's no double jeopardy on obstacles anymore.
Exactly. Great way to describe that. Okay, Malorus looks to be taking a bump here into that orange bombardment drone.
That's bad. No, but you know what? He's already launched both.
Yeah,
both of the proximity mines. No more proximity mine drops.
This bombardment drone is just happy to be alive at this point. We'll take anything it can get. Who's on the asteroid? That's going to be Scorch, unfortunately, at 1 health after landing on that.
We'll see where Sunny ends up going.
Old Sunny?
Old Sunny.
All right, we'll see 2 hard here from Kylo.
Because you know if it's a 1 hard to the left, bye-bye, Scorch.
All right, Kylo does that 2 hard. Has choices here. Do you take a lock onto Volan? Could take Volan out here and get an easy 4 points. That looks to be the case. Is that a 1 bank? Oh boy.
I think that'll do it for Scorch.
That'll do it.
You take on the tractor, you barrel roll, you pass it to Scorch, and you pop him in the mouth.
You don't even need to barrel him. Stay there. Yeah, rotates the arc forward, can pass it on to the DT right in front of him. And, oh, you're saying go after Scorch?
Go after Scorch.
Gotcha. No, I think I go after DT here.
I mean, Scorch is on one hull.
Yeah, but you got to take out DT before he shoots you.
True that.
I feel you, though. I feel you.
You're right. You're right. And it's in the bullseye, range 1. You're right. Okay. When you're right, James, and this is one of those times.
And this is one of those times.
All right, so there's the Sunfac ability, passing that tractor off. You can choose to move him, probably not going to avoid any rotation shenanigans.
Well, he has him right where he wants him.
That's right.
I have you now.
So tractor on a small base ship, you just need 1, and that triggers the tractored effect, -1 agility. Has the ability to move them as well, but going to choose not to do that.
Gotta get some picks for the home team here.
That's right.
All right, the big 5-die attack here coming from Sunfac. Oh my goodness!
Under expectations. Only a single hit. He's got no way to reroll, right? He's got Predator.
Yeah.
He's got 2. Do you spend here?
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
You can't, unfortunately, which means you're probably going to die.
That feels bad.
Yeah. Wow. Both of Sunfac's attacks here have really underperformed, and it's really showing here, leaving dealing only 1 damage to DT here.
So we have Andrew Knuckles in the house, Curl Paw Creatives himself.
All right, we'll see Kylo line up a shot here onto Volan. Just spend
1 evade.
Doesn't spend the lock or the force. Okay. This would be a range 2 onto
to Sunny
from Phasma, or sorry, from Malorus.
Miss. Just outside of range 1.
Can spend the focus because didn't use the ability here.
Oh, has to spend it on 1 hit, or is he taking it?
Gosh.
I'll use graphitic deflection to try to avoid it.
Did he get it?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, big money here, though, from Kylo Ren. Range 1 looking at that bomber, and that bomber is taking hit crit and removed from the table? Question mark? No, has elusive.
No, I think this is on Volan.
Oh, this is on the Volan. So that's going to be 2 damage down to 1.
Ion, yeah.
Ion Mist does a single hit, and of course distributes 1 Ion token.
Another big hit here.
3 hits, 1 squiggle. Gonna have to deal those cards out.
Yeah, there goes Sunfac.
Yep, removed from the table. That's huge. That's 6-point swing, yeah. 2 to 13.
Man, Sunfac just really underperformed in every single regard, and honestly, no fault of Ted's here. Rolled 2 hits or 2 paint on 5 dice on the first attack, and then rolled I think 1 or 2 paint on 4 dice on the other. So really just you hate to see it. You hate to see it, but
ooh, look at that.
It's pretty. All right, and we see a shot here from Phasma, 3 dice, and that'll take out the bombardment drone as well.
These are wonderful.
Wonderful.
So tomorrow we'll be using our brand new set of Stream official acrylic. Super excited about that. Players will be using our official GSP templates and tokens. It's gonna be good stuff. Ready for round 1. We'll be up bright and early, 9 a.m. again for another 5 rounds, but this will be the official start of the World Championships. No more last chance. You enter in your only chance. It is real time, game time. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad dice, bad dice.
Bad, sad dice, sad dice.
Eric DM, no problem. One of the things we're also doing for this weekend and for the next 2 weeks is as a service to the community, we've turned off subscriber-only VODs on our Twitch channel. That way people can access all the games from this weekend for the next 2 weeks without requiring a subscription. Of course, we do appreciate your love and support. It is big, but as a love note to the community, we're going to go ahead and make those available for everybody, because we know that Worlds is a big time. You want to know what's going on. Let's make sure everybody has that opportunity. And if you want to support us through the many ways that you can, Patreon, direct donation, Twitch subscription, Twitch Prime Gaming, we will be appreciative of that. But we're going to go ahead for this competition, remove that paywall to help out our friends and family X-Wing players around the world.
All right, I see Scorch here. Doesn't go straight for that that mine there, and we'll flip the objective. Looks like Tommy now controls 2 of those. Right. 4 straight from
with DT.
DT.
That's. I wonder why. Like, what are you going towards with the 4 straight? Why not turn around there? I guess because you have. I don't know. This maneuver confuses me a little bit.
He's up on points. He just doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to lose those points.
Yeah.
Both the TIFOs here down at the bottom of the board are low on health. Mm-hmm. Maybe you don't go charging in.
Yeah.
And lose a game that you had in hand.
As we're hanging out here, want to remind you that all of our games brought to you by Curl Paw Creatives. Shout out to Adepticon and Atomic Mass Games for helping us be here, bringing you official coverage. And thank you to our Patreons for your constant support. Again, this is our last round of the day, but definitely not the last of the weekend. We just finished 5 out of how many rounds? 18 for the weekend? 5, 10, 15 plus 3, 18.
Yeah. 18, yeah. Finishing up the last round for today. It'll be 5 today, 5 tomorrow, 5 Saturday, and 3 for the top 8 on Sunday.
Psych J7 asking the big question here: what's for dinner tonight? I don't know. My dance card has been filled. Rathos, aka the guy who made Yasby, has claimed me for the evening. He said, "You're hanging out with me." So. For whatever that means, we'll just go with the flow. I want to be in bed by like at least midnight. I think
we gotta play Secret Palpatine.
Secret Palpatine. That's true. Oh, you know what? I realized I could have brought my board games. I'm at home. What am I doing?
What
I would have brought. I probably. Well, we could talk about it at another time. I would have brought a different game.
All right. So after that ion maneuver from Volan and the one hard from Dirge here, not really sure what else can be done for this game.
4 to 17. It's going to be hard to pick it up. Tommy's going to get up to 19 points this turn with 2 claims. Taking out Volan would guarantee it as well. 2 evades. Tommy doing the I'm sorry, I'm rolling so well hands.
Yeah. I don't know. We're rolling the same dice here, buddy.
Yep, it is the shared pool of dice. And 3 hits. Tommy say, I'm sorry, I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm addicted to hits and crits.
I think that is still 1 left on Volan.
There is still 1 left,
if our math is correct. I know there was an ion torpedo in there. There was a obstacle. And I think that may have been just 1 more left there.
Mm-hmm. So end of round, that'll be plus 2 points for Tommy, 1 for Ted. And if Tommy ends activation with a single point, with a single scenario objective, it's guaranteed.
He would have to take out Kylo and Phasma, and that would give him 11 points. He'd be at
he's got
16, and then
he's got 2 shots at initiative 5. One's a heavy
19.
laser cannon. So
no, there's no way. Even if even if Scorcher went off the board here.
Yeah, it's a sub 1% chance. It has to be something absolutely nutty, something crazy, and I don't even know if that crazy thing is possible.
Yeah. I've seen crazier things in X-Wing though.
We've been around a lot of crazy. All right, here we go. Going into the turn. Activation is going to determine this. Let's go ahead. Let's focus here on the maneuvers. Obviously, Tommy can't claim again. He's just going to make sure not to die. Takes the hard 2. Evade. No need to be risky. Zooming into the corner here. Hard 1. Already has that center claimed for the First Order.
Probably just going to block up that lane, not let Volan take it back.
You shall not pass.
Takes an evade. Evade focus, actually, with that pattern analyzer 1 hard.
Pattern analyzer, so good. Hard turn here, Commander Malrus. Just chilling. I mean, Tommy's just going through the routine here. He's like, as long as I don't lose 2 ships, I should be okay. It's going to be very difficult for that to happen. Another issue, of course, you got Dirge there, top left. Volan Das, middle. And they're both going in the same direction. They couldn't get to both of those objectives.
No. Yeah, the only way to stop this now is to get to both those objectives, and is a little bit too far away.
You got to press the buttons, but the buttons are not available.
Could focus boost here and take out Scorch. Gets down on the table.
That's right.
It is bullseye. Okay, it is bullseye. It is bullseye. Just go with the focus boost, even if you don't know, you're not sure you'll make it. There's no harm in trying.
You know what? Ted might not win this game of X-Wing, But he's winning the style game. Logan Sharp. That is so nice.
That was a rough game for Ted. Had a little bit of bad dice luck with Sunfac.
Yeah, that was rough early on.
But
because then he had to play so cagey, right? He couldn't get aggressive with it.
Games aren't decided by dice, but there's always other things that could have happened. But he made the best of it. And yeah, the bombardment drones went down with some concentrated fire. Sunfac went down pretty quickly after getting not a lot of aids on his green dice, and not great red dice either to even make up for it. At least if I'm taking out ships, I don't feel so bad. Like my ships die.
Right. Yeah. When it's one-sided, it feels bad. Here we go. Ted with a big swing.
Okay. Here's a heavy laser cannon.
3 hits.
Range 2. Range 3. Okay. Grabs the.
And Scorch goes down.
Dead to rights.
Oh yes, dead to rights.
Not the evade.
See this evade?
I was like,
useless.
He was like, he's gonna let him die. Okay, whatever. I mean, but he couldn't even spin it if he wanted to. That dead to rights prevents any green tokens from modifying the dice.
Ted closing that gap a little bit. 8-19 now with Scorch going down. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.